Alright patrons, how's it going? It's time for a new money making video. So this is a money making video that I actually put an update for on the Patreon, but I didn't have the actual video posted. So I didn't realize I did that until I made that video, and then I was like, oh hey look, there's no original video. The reason why is because this method actually was originally released as a text only method and was sent out to the current patrons. So part of the benefit of being a patron every month is that you get access to money making methods that don't end up going on the master list, but are still out there, and it's just kind of one of those things where, you know, you have to be a patron in order to get it in your message box. So despite that, there was actually an update on there, so it kind of gave this method away. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make the official video for the method now, as the method is actually still working and is still profitable, and is actually still great experience for Herblore. So as you can tell, guys, with my inventory right here, this is an Herblore based method, and as you can tell with my lovely Herblore cape here with the 120, I hope that this method will help to get at least somebody to 120 Herblore, although, you know, that would take quite a bit of work. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. So what you're going to want to have for this method is, well, so let's start by saying that you're going to be making potions. So what you're going to need is you're going to need portable wells, which I would recommend going to the portables friend chat. As you see right here, I am at this big location with a bunch of portables behind me, and you're going to be using the portable wells. The reason why you want to use portable wells is because the portable wells will give you a chance of making an extra potion, like a completely, like a whole extra potion. Like, so if you were to make one 3-dose potion, you will actually make an extra 3-dose potion, and it'll be sent to your bank. Also, it gives you extra experience, so it's a great thing to have. The next thing you're going to want to have is you're going to want to have the modified botanist mask. So this piece right here is probably going to be, well, actually no doubt it is going to be the most difficult piece for you guys to obtain if you don't already have one. So if you don't already have a modified botanist mask, then don't worry, you can still do this method and it will still earn you money. It's just not going to earn you as much money. If you have the chance to get the modified botanist mask at some point and you don't already have one, I highly recommend that you do try to get one, because it will increase your GP per hour by quite a bit. So when we look at examine here, it says occasionally gives extra potions while mixing. So it acts just like the well. It's going to give you a 5% chance getting extra potions. The wells also gives you, I believe, a 5% chance. So you're going to have a 10% chance, which I should mention that the chances are not actually very accurate, despite what the wiki says and everything. I can definitely testify to this, as I do have 120 Herblore. I actually have 110 million Herblore experience, so believe me, trust me on this. The percentages are actually a little bit off, and you will actually end up getting closer to 15% extra potions with the portable well and with the modified botanist mask. The next thing here, guys, you're going to want to have the factory gloves, factory boots, factory trousers. Now, it doesn't really matter what 3 pieces of factory that you have, but you do need to have 3 pieces of factory, and they do need to be equipped. I recommend those 3 pieces because they are the cheapest of the pieces to get, and obviously you can't use the helm because you're using the modified mask. If you don't have a modified mask, then you could get the factory mask, but when you get the modified mask, you're going to replace it, so I would just go ahead and recommend getting the other 3 pieces. If you have an extra piece, you can wear it in the body, but there's really no reason to do that, especially because the botanist top will actually give you more experience per hour, and having 4 pieces of the factory doesn't do anything additional. The only thing that really matters is having 3 pieces. So what 3 pieces is going to do is it's going to give you, I believe it's a 10% chance of getting a extra dose of potion. So in a second here, when I go over there and actually start doing this method, you will see that you will get some extra doses as you go through. The next thing here you're going to want to have is the botanist amulet. So basically a whole bunch of botanist stuff and some factory stuff. So the botanist amulet gives you a chance of making an extra dose again, and I believe that is a 5. It's either a 5 or 10%. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I kind of forgot. But the thing is, guys, is with the botanist amulet and with the factory trousers, or like the 3 pieces of factory suit, you're going to get roughly 10 to 15% extra chance. Kind of like how I was saying. The percentages are not 100% accurate. That's the reason why it really doesn't matter which one it was 5 or 10%. You're going to end up getting closer to 10% when you have a 5% piece on, if that makes any sense. All right, so the next thing you're going to want to have, and this is not 100% necessary, but I do highly recommend it while you're doing this method, is to have an augmented enhanced Excalibur with wisdom on it, or something, or let's see, is it wisdom or is it wise? Oops, not activate. No. Let me check. It's Wise. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was Wisdom or Wise. It's Wise. So this is a Wise 2 on here. I'm still working on trying to get Wise 3, but if you have Wise 3, you can put Wise 3 on here too. But you just want to have a something with Wise on it. And due to the fact that you're going to be wearing a bunch of other stuff for armor, it's most likely going to be a weapon, and the Enhanced Excalibur ends up being a great weapon for this. What it's going to do is it's going to give you an extra 1% per rank additional EXP up to 50,000 per day. The Wise 3 perk is nice because it just fills up quicker. It does cap off 50,000 a day no matter what, but it does help you to increase the EXP per hour. So what you're going to be doing, guys, you're going to be making aggression potions. So I'm sorry for the long build up here, but I want to make sure that you guys have everything all set up. You're going to be making aggression potions. So it's bloodweed potions plus searing ashes, and that makes a aggression potion. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, I'm going to make 100 of these, I'm going to show you guys what happens when you're wearing these different pieces here, and then I'm going to go to the GE and explain the prices, and we'll get into it. So let's go ahead and run over here, and I actually don't have the pet yet, so that'd be pretty amazing if I get the pet during this. So all you gotta do, guys, is click the portable well. Now keep in mind that once you click the portable well one time, you don't have to click it every single time you make potions, so you could just you know, click that and click that, although the be aware the left click option on Searing Ashes is scatter, so you'll basically waste 30,000 gold if you click that. So I recommend you don't click that, and it might be a better idea just to go ahead and click the well itself. But as long as you don't move away from the well's effect will keep activating. So I'm going to go ahead and activate it now. As you see, now I've got a little bit of bonus experience, but you do see I get 219.7 base EXP from doing this. One more thing you're going to want to have, and I actually completely forgot about this. Wow, it's amazing that I actually forgot about this. But you want to have the scroll from Dungeoneering that allows you to save extra secondaries. So as you see, I did save the Searing Ashes here, and so that means that that I just made a whole lot of extra money. And the way you're going to be able to do that is by having that scroll. So make sure you go buy that Dungeoneering scroll. Now, a little quick teaser, a little quick spoiler alert here. I'm actually going to explain a little bit here while I have these items here. I'm going to explain a little bit about how the profit works. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning our Aggression Potion 3s into Aggression Potion 4s, and you will see as I go through this how I do that, and I'll show you where to go to do that. But what you're going to do is you're just going to turn the Aggression 3s into Aggression 4s, and you're going to sell them as Aggression 4s because they do sell for currently the most. Now here's the thing though. Every once in a while, the 3s will be the most, not very often, and every once in a while, the flasks will be the most. But just keep in mind that you have to actually put them into potion flasks, which are not cheap, and then you also have to have as a first resort unlocked. That way, you can decant into flasks. But right now, conveniently, you don't have to do that because the 4 doses are actually the most expensive ones. Also. The price for the Bloodweed Unfinished and the price for the Searing Ashes put together ends up making, currently, as I'm making this video, it's about 500 or 600 profit per potion. So essentially, you're coming really close to breaking even, but it's about 500 or 600 profit per potion. So essentially, what you get for extra doses here and what you get for secondaries is just like pure profit for you. And also, if you look here, let's see. Let me turn off all that. Let me turn the chat off. Friends only. The modified botanist mask help you create an extra potion, and it was sent to your bank. So as you see, the modified botanist mask actually got me an extra potion right there, and that looks like about it. So I did get 1 extra potion, so my profit for doing that 1 inventory, guys, is going to end up being, it's 13.5 thousand per dose right now, so you're looking at 1, 2, 3, so looking at about 40,000 profit right there, plus 30,000, that's 70,000 profit, plus I got an extra entire potion, which is another about 40,000, so I made 110,000 gold, plus the profit from these potions themselves, which is 12, wait, no, there's 20, that's 14, can't do math at all. That's about 7,000 extras, so I made about 117,000 gold in that 1 inventory of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. I did not make a preset for this, so we made 117,000 profit off of our first inventory. Let's go ahead and do another inventory. I'll be able to show you. Also, during this event, during these Clockwork Pieces event, you'll be able to get lots of Clockwork Pieces by doing this. See, the modified mask helps to send an extra potion. I just saved a Searing Ashes. My modified sent me another potion to the bank. Okay, so in this one we got 3 extra doses, which is 40,000, plus the 30,000 right there is 70,000, plus another 80,000 got sent to my bank, which means that we made 150,000 gold right there. As you can see, guys, this method is extremely profitable. The amount of money you're going to make during this method is going to range quite a bit, and I don't really want to put a whole bunch of numbers on this. Like I don't really want to. Oh, right there, actually, you see the station itself just gave me an extra potion too. I don't really want to be like, oh, you can make like 20 million an hour doing this, and then have some people try it and be like, well, the prices have all changed. But currently, with prices, you will easily clear 10 million per hour by doing this method. You do obviously want to set a preset, that way you can make these potions much quicker. Don't make them as slow as this. Also, okay, well, this is actually really nice. Let's take a look at this real here. So I just got an extra potion from the well, another extra potion from the well. I also got my botanist mask, gave me an extra dose, and I got 2 searing ashes. So that's let's 40, 80 plus 60. That's 140. 140 plus this. That's about 30 right there. So 170,000 gold profit right there, guys. So as you can see, this is quite a bit of money. So that's another reason why I wanted to actually make an official video for this method, is because it has actually remained very profitable throughout the time. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these off, and I'm actually going to show you how it works for everything else. One second here. Let me go ahead and finish this off. One other thing I want to say, guys, is if you are low on cash, like if you are someone who is trying to build up their bank for the first time, I highly recommend that you maybe try out one of our other methods first. The reason why is because the prices of these potion stuff is very expensive. The bloodweed unfinished is about 16,000. It's about 15 or 16,000 for that right now. Let me look, actually, be able to see. It is 13,000. My bad, 13,000. But then the searing ashes themselves are about 27,000. So that means 27 million for 1,000 searing ashes and 13 million for this. So you're looking at 40 million invested just to be able to make 1,000 potions. And you can definitely make over 1,000 potions per hour, which means you're going to have to be able to afford about 50 million worth of supplies per hour. So if you're going to sit and do about 10 hours of this, you're looking at 500 million invested into supplies, which is definitely going to make it so a lot of people are not going to be able to just start out with this method. So I would highly recommend that you do a different method while you while you build up, or maybe just buy a smaller amount of this product, a smaller amount of the supplies in the beginning. Okay, guys, so we're going to look right here. I'm going to go ahead and take my potions. So I did get 22 extra doses. Now, keep in mind, guys, I only made 100 actual potions. So we only made 100 actual potions. You see right here that I've got 89 aggression potions. Now I'm not even sure how this math added up at all. But, oh, duh, they're right here. So we've got some extra aggression potions here. We got their aggression potions. We ended up with well over 100 potions. And as you can see what I was talking about, how the percentages don't make any sense, we did end up getting 22 extra doses out of 100, which means 22% chance of getting extra doses. That's what I was talking about when I was like, it doesn't really matter if I forgot about what the percent is, because it doesn't actually make any sense to begin with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to, okay, let's see, we could go here. Hey, look, it's Sen. Sen got the golden gnome. So I could go here and use this person right here to do the decanting. There's also one in the Varrock Grand Exchange, and then there's also one in Prif. Those are probably the most convenient ones to go do as far as doing your decanting. So we're going to go ahead and decant these. All you got to do is right-click, click decant, and then it'll automatically do 4s. That's what you want, is 4 doses. So we've got these aggression potions right here. I'm going to be able to sell 88 of these. And now what I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you actually the Grand Exchange history of the price checking I did and everything right before I made this video. So we go down here on the list. We can see the Aggression Potion 6 bought for instantly for 87,000, which is a really good price for the Aggression Potion 6. Although I will say that they do frequently bounce between 80,000 and 90,000. So keep a lookout on these. They might go up to 90,000 again. But I did instantly buy Aggression Potion 4 dose for 54,221, which is the reason why we made the 4 doses, because that is currently the highest profit. I did the calculations for you on this. The Aggression Flask is not as high as Aggression Potion 4. It ends up being about the same which means it's not worth doing because you have to decant the flasks, and the buy limit on the flask really sucks. As you can see right here, when I instantly bought Bloodweed Potion, I bought it for 13,000. But when I instantly sold, I sold it for 12,701, which means that you can put an offer in for 12,701. Now keep in mind here, one quick disclaimer, and that's part of the reason why I didn't want to be like, this method's like 15 to 20 million an hour, which currently it actually is. But I didn't really want to be advertising that. Despite the fact this isn't going on YouTube, there's obviously no clickbait. But I really don't want to mislead you guys at all. Now, with the current prices, it literally is 15 to 20 million per hour, maybe even more. I'm not sure. It's definitely 15 to 20 million per hour. But these prices are definitely going to be changing. By the time you guys go buy this, it's going to be a different price. So I did instantly sell these for 12,701. If you were to pay 12,701 at this current time, then you will be able to buy as many Bloodweed Potions unfinished as you want to. So keep that in mind, that what you want to do is you want to be buying them for the low price. You don't want to pay this 13,000 instant buy or whatever the current instant buy is. That's not what you want to do. You want to buy them for the slow buy. Now that might take a while. It might take an hour. It might take 2 hours to buy all of them. The thing is, guys, well worth it, because if you think about it this way, you can buy 10,000 unfinished potions. If I was paying this price compared to this price, that means I'm going to be saving 324 gold each, which means that's 3,240,000 gold essentially that I will be earning by actually waiting. So as you can see, it's a free 3 million. You're doing a money-making method, guys. You got to remember that. There's a lot of people that'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna instant buy. I have to get these prices. Like, it's gonna be profit no matter what. That's not a good mindset, guys, because what you're doing is you're doing this for money. You're doing this to earn money. So don't leave money on the table by paying the instant price. So just buy it for right here for the low price. If the low price changes, buy it for that price, but 12,701 is current price. On these Searing Ashes, same story here. The low price is 27,761. The high price is 28,154. We're obviously buying for the low price, 27,761. I bought some of them for 27,801. Then I got super impatient and decided to go and instant buy them, and I ended up paying 29,000 each. Ouch. But I also instant bought these Bloodweed Potions and bought them for 13,025, so the same price I paid down here. The reason why I instant bought these is literally because I wanted to make the video quickly, and I did not want to sit there and wait for stuff to buy. So, obviously that way I can get the video out to you guys. So just keep that stuff in mind, when you're sitting here. You definitely want to go for the low buy price, and you definitely want to work together with other people in the Money Making Method chat in order to find your perfect sell price. Here's the thing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw these out real quick. And these are things you need to keep in mind no matter what money making method you're using. A couple things. Number one, prices are likely to change, based on this. They are going to change. They're not likely to stay the exact same, and the reason why is because people, make decisions. People decide to overpay. People decide to undersell. In that case, the prices will recover. So if you're sitting there, you're making a whole bunch of aggression potions, and you're like, oh man, with the price changes, I might break even, or I might even lose money. You're not too likely to lose money if you have all these supplies and stuff. It'd be pretty hard to lose money. But if you were like, oh man, I might just break even, or I don't know, the profit might be lower. Whatever you're going to say to yourself, just keep in mind, if you're really patient, you will be able to slow sell these products, when you're done. And that's how these aggression potions should be going, guys. These aggression potions should be slow selling. I wish I had the slow motion walk. I don't have it, because I would totally use it right now. I'd be like, slow sell, because that is what your target is, guys. Be very patient. Patient earns lots of money. I have 160 billion gold on this game. That is a lot more than most people will ever have, and it's more than most people and everyone they know will all have combined. So if I am telling you to be very patient and that's how you will get rich, then please take that advice, and then you guys will get rich. All right, everyone, if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me. Please reach out if you have any questions about this method, and I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great night. See ya.